road accidents are one of the biggest killers of young people in the world. In fact, over 10 million kids a year are injured or even disabled by road accidents.
Think of all the young people. If we don't take action right now, at this point in time, this accounts as the world's number 8 cause of death. If we don't take action by 2030, it will rise to 5th cause of death. And so that is the price we have to pay. And we cannot afford to pay the price with young lives.
And I want to emphasize that this is particularly a problem for the poorest. Around 90% of the road accidents that take place in the poorest countries. So it's a burden on the poorest countries, it's a burden on the poorest families, and it's a burden on an extraordinary number of millions of young people, and the world simply isn't paying attention.
The poor, not by choice, but by necessity, are pedestrians. They are pedestrians because they can't afford anything else. The poorest of the poor, they walk everywhere. They walk to school when they're kids. So under the Long Short Walk initiative, which is a good way of lending voice to the pedestrians need to be protected. They certainly have a voice. We need to listen to that voice and have it heard.
70% of the world's people are going to live in cities by 2050. The pace of urbanization is way outrunning the planning for urban areas. Now that definitely should also include road safety, and it definitely should include, for example, something as simple as sidewalks. Accidents take place because schools are often placed in places that it is dangerous to get to because there are no sidewalks. And we need to make sure that the schools themselves are safe, but that the routes to the schools are safe as well.
This is an important public health subject. Governments may not be fully aware of what they can do. Road accidents are preventable, entirely preventable. This is an extremely important area that governments at the highest political level must give their commitment to do more.
We are at a turning point. The moments when the international community designs the major frameworks for development are turning points. If we get it right, we will avoid an enormous amount of suffering. We will plan well. We will develop safely. We will protect the people who have less. We will build a better future. Literally build it. Build it through the roads, through the communication arteries that we use to connect. The problem we are discussing is a problem that is connected to what we call the triple wins. We need a society that is economically vibrant, that produces growth. We also need a society that protects people, that emphasizes their rights, that promotes their right to well-being. And at the same time, we need a planet that is sustainable, that we will leave to the next generations to enjoy. These triple wins are possible without trade-offs. And the problem we are discussing, the problem of safety on the roads, is intimately connected to the economic dimension, to the social protection dimension, and to the environmental dimension of a better future that we can design through the post-2015 agenda and the Sustainable Development Goals. So here is a good goal for the future. Here is a good goal for the policymakers. Make the roads safer for the future.